been a 24-hour incredible night. Wow, am I tired. But not more tired than LeBron, Ramon James. Oh, man. Now, after the Pistons victory party last night, yeah, we'll give people a little time. I don't know about notifications, how this thing is working on this end, but it's a lot of situations over here. What's up, Marcus? And every time we go mobile, we're being prohibited now. Now, let's talk about what happened. Because now, when everybody was calling LeBron the hero last week, now the Laker fans are calling him out for doing too much. Where's the Luke Kennards and the Marcus Smarts? It's been hilarious, to say the least, that you're seeing an organization of people who are calling out. They're calling out the wrong people. Seriously. They should, hey, how you doing? I'm all right. They should have been calling out the right people, but they kept calling out the wrong people. You're calling out the role players, but the problem goes to the top. Luke is now running practices. He can play. Are you going to activate Luka? Or are you going to play this LeBron could do it all himself? When clearly we see at 41, LeBron James is not what he used to be. And you see what happens when Austin Reeves, who keeps flopping all over the damn floor like a fish, not getting those flopping calls in the playoffs. And they're challenging his bullshit. And you see what happens when they call it out. He don't, it's like, come on, this is the playoffs. Either you can hoop or you can't. And that's one thing Houston has is defense. They're going to compete. They've been more aggressive in the double teams, more committed. They figured out the Los Angeles Lakers. They know exactly what they're pulling. It's like eating at the buffet. You know what it is before you really even get there, right? So it's not a joke. It hasn't been something that has went unnoticed. People that are in the know, they know exactly what it is. Now, problem that's on the horizon is that LeBron James believes that he could do it all himself. And he's pretty much neglected the entire team. He got everyone believing he's gonna be the oldest player to do this and do that. So now he puts out an interview with Dave McMenamin, another clutch sports guy, to try to talk Michael Jordan talk, to be a distraction to what's going on. Talking about that stuff he could do better than Michael Jordan. Wait till you hear my Patreon video, because I went straight to Patreon with that. Oh yeah, you'll like that. Now, when you have all these different people trying to tell you all of these different rules, about society and what it is that you're doing, you need to pay very close attention to scenarios, situations, and exactly where things are going. Now, they're not letting Austin Reeves get off because they're not going for any of his fakes. They're trying to abuse Reed Shepherd, but Reed has made a conscious decision to get up on the shooters. He's been playing very aggressive since being called out by his coach. Now, that's what I love. Taking accountability. Calling guys out that needed to be called out. What was he supposed to do? Let them go down before he starts calling people out? Now, Houston should be up 3-2 right now. But can't cry over spilled milk, right? So now, what are we supposed to do here? We're right back in the thick of it. We're right back into the bullshit. So we, as people, what is our main job here? Our main job is to fight everything that's going on, from infrastructure to the way the processes are going, procedure, law, all of it. It's our job to fight that. It's our job to embattle that. But what we're not seeing is the reciprocity of it. LeBron James has become stagnant, playing slow, bringing the ball up slow, not getting into the offensive sets. Houston has stopped feeding the Los Angeles Lakers. That's how they got back into the game. And you saw it last night. They stopped feeding them. Meaning is they're stopped taking dumbass shots that's leading to fast breaks for the Lakers, giving them easy baskets. Stop feeding them, have a different game. Now we're forcing the Lakers to run offense to get shots. Now you got to play the game. Now we're going to run your old ass all over the court, LeBron. We're going to make you have to defend. We're going to put so much pressure on you when you get the ball. We're going to aggressively defend you, send an aggressive double team, force you to make the pass to somebody else, and your old ass has got to sit there and try to chuck up shots. Listen, we know one or two things are true. LeBron James is a bum. in every aspect of the word. When it comes to being a basketball player, he's a bum. Now, because of this magnet ball, he was able to stick around longer than anybody else. When he would have been out the league, if it wasn't for the Wilson ball, now he think he's Steph Curry. Well, you got some guys that the reason why they're playing well without Kevin Durant is because Kevin Durant likes to play one-on-one ball. He's a weapon. They go to Kevin Durant when it's time to score. They go to Kevin Durant when it's time to put the game away. He's the nail. So on this team, that was his role. Now, Van Fleet, fake Drake, I don't believe was the answer at all. But they needed somebody who could handle the ball, even though I don't think he's a great ball handler at all. I was not in favor of Houston paying him that money. I would have let him walk. I'd be like, if you can get that money anywhere else, go get it. We'll grab some true point guards out here, because that's what I need to put around Kevin Durant. Then they got the young Holiday on the team. Other guys who understand defensive assignments. They've been playing man in 2-3-2. You could play man on LeBron. You don't have to just fall back and drop coverage. You can actually play up on LeBron. Force him to put the ball on the ground. Use his speed. Use all the gas he got in his tank. Burn him out. Now, they're like, LeBron still got 25 points. I don't care if he had 25 points. How did he score the 25? What did the 25 matter? See, everybody look at a stat line. Jalen Brunson had 39 points the other night. Did they need his 39 points to win the game? No. His 39 was irrelevant. His 17 points in the fourth, irrelevant. They were up 20 damn near the entire game. So something we weren't ever able to possess. The Detroit Pistons last night. We have runs, and then we go on to just drawn out, stale, incomplete garbage after the fact. That has always been insulting to me. Insulting. No, Luka's actually hurt. And when you have a grade 2 hamstring injury, this is not a video game. You just can't throw somebody into the NBA playoff atmosphere with a grade 2 injury. You know, they need about 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks is the earliest. meaning that it was aggravating him and he was playing through it. Then he made it worse. I'm all right. So when you have a grade 2, a hamstring injury, it's going to require 4 to 6 weeks at a minimum. And then he's already slow. So you want him to be slower. Now he's got to be out of shape. So now he's spending all this time doing cardio. But if they needed him, he would have returned already. But by them being up 3-0, they said, well, we won't need Luka. But they brought Austin Reeves back, and that should have been enough to get the victory. Austin Reeves completely struggled. He looked lost, like he didn't have a clue. He didn't know what direction he was going in, north, south, east, west. He was completely out of his element. Now we look at the others, right? Now, whenever I start seeing people making all of these wrong decisions, you start to see one or two things take place and transpire. You start seeing people make what we call in the business bad decisions. If this person believes X, Y, and Z, then the next person is going to believe it. Now, eating has been causing a lot of disruption down low in the paint. Now, why is Eaton able to do that? Eaton is able to cause that kind of disruption in the paint because the other guys around him, they're not locked in. They're not close to being locked in. Those guys are what we call complete shutdown mode. Marcus Smart can't get anything anymore. They're not allowing that. They're allowing Marcus Smart to shoot threes. That's it. You want to? You ain't getting nothing down low. Vanderbilt tried to be a bully. Jabari Smith Jr. has done a great job filling in on their assignments. You know what they had less of? Turnovers. And when the game got late and Braun was tired and still trying to hold the ball, Reed Shepherd was coming up big. Hit clutch threes, shooting with confidence, and being aggressive defensively instead of just being there. It's a big step up for him. I was proud. When LeBron gets tired in the fourth quarter, he struggles to make passes. He looks to try to go in and bowling ball somebody and force the referee to have to make a call or any way to get a stoppage. What Ime Udoka says is back all the way up. If he gets a layup, good. Do not foul that man. Because we don't want this clock, we don't want the game stopped. We want it to keep rolling. Because he's looking for a break. He's looking to lay on the floor and say and pretend like he's hurt to get a break in the action. Ime Udoka is like, keep it rolling. Keep that thing rolling. Inbound that ball. Keep his ass moving. We're not going to foul him. That's what he wants. He wants a breather. And we ain't going to give it to him. That's called reading the assignment, knowing the job, knowing what the real purpose is. You burn LeBron out. He don't have the gas. He won't be able to keep up with the pace. That boy gonna be puff the Magic Dragon by the second quarter. Oh, LeBron is done. Best years. He don't even know what that looks like, sound like, breathe like, think like. Those days are over. It's cool. Man. Woo. Now I'm sleepy, man. I've been up like 18 straight hours. About to take a nap shortly after. But yes, on my Patreon, you'll see my thoughts about LeBron's interview. There's only so much an individual can do when they start talking about this is how we're moving or the progressions of moving. If you don't believe it, then by all means, go ahead and do what it is that you need to do. No. He said LeBron was 2-12 in his last 14 playoff games coming into this season. That ain't ghost shit. That's actual facts, people. You gotta remember, he's only won one game in the last two seasons. Well, shit, 2 games in 3 seasons. Can you imagine that? In 2 years against Denver, they won 1 game. Last year, they won 1 game. So the fans should cheer. They won 2 games more than they've actually won beforehand. So right now, they're 3-14. Let me see. They won 1 game, so that's 2. So no, they 5-15. In the last 4 years, they're 5-15. Ooh, that's crazy. But 2 out of their last 14 games, I think it's 3 now. They only got 3 wins in their last 14. Those are not good stats. That's why I hate today's media, because it's not media anymore. Everybody is so prisoner of the moment, reactionary. If LeBron gets out of the first round at 41, I mean, this definitely got to put him over Jordan. I'm like, who says stupid shit like that? Getting out of a first round of a playoff will put you in the conversation with Michael Jordan. That's only an idiot would bring something like that up. To entertain a conversation with a person that would say something like that. I'm like, I don't even know how to take that. I'm like, does that even require a response? So he was winning one game in the last 3 years, winning 2 games in 3 playoff series. We supposed to ignore that and now put him with Michael Jordan because he's beating a Rocket team that don't have their players either? That's what we're doing now? This is what we're calling GOAT status? Or is this woke status? The Lakers won the first 2 games of this series not because of LeBron James, because Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, they stepped up in their roles. Luke Kennard scoring 26, getting triple doubles. Right? That hasn't happened lately, have it? They've been putting Luke Kennard on ice because now guys realize this is a guy we need to guard. They understand the assignment. And now Austin Reeves, who's out of rhythm, all he's doing is flopping all over the floor like a fish, hoping to get calls because his shot isn't dropping. Now, no one has Houston winning the series, but respect got to go to coaching adjustments made by M.A. Udoka and how aggressive and a total 180 for Reed Shepherd. And once you see your shot going in, you making a conscious effort defensively, the team has pretty much come together since Kevin Durant was gone and say it's just us, we good. The ball is not being stagnant. The ball has got way more movement and the speed of the game is kind of increased. But the defensive pressure, picking up 94 feet, making the Lakers have to take a lot of time bringing the ball up the court. Smothering, closing the lanes. And what they did was put a lot of pressure on DeAndre Ayton, who should be dominating the series. But shouts out to Şengün for taking the Lakers out of their set. Şengün said, no. Not today, homie. I feel bad. I gotta blow off the RZA's thing, man. I'm gonna check it out, but I had my Wu-Tang pass to go see the RZA's new movie, and I'm just too busy today. I ain't got time. NBA playoffs. I'm like, I gotta be here. It's a huge game, bro. I need to be here. what people don't recognize that they should. Constantly, people understand and know that LeBron James is old. Okay, we get it. He's done. But one of the main problems on the surface continues to be the question we keep asking ourselves is that how long he's going to continue to do this, is meaning manipulate the general public. And then you got Mac Mizzle keep going to sleep because LeBron's putting him to sleep with his boring ass play. If JJ was smart, he'll be playing LeBron less minutes. But he has no say in the matter. Like JB Bickerstaff, who feels that Cade Cunningham needs to play 40 minutes a night to score. He's playing 45 minutes to score 45 points. If we're burning him out like this now in the first round, what is he going to have for the next round? What are he going to have for the next game? We don't even play. That's not even how we win games. So I'm like, that is so frustrating to me because we don't need to play that way to dominate the game. We need more minutes for Beef Stew. He should be playing at least 22 to 23 minutes a night. B-Ball Paul need to be on the court so we can go to two-man bigs with Duran and Beef Stew on the court. We need Green to be on the court with B-Ball Paul on the substitutional units. We need to be the Detroit Pistons. And we're not going to win it playing like somebody else. Now, is the wheels falling off of LeBron? Or will he get bailed out in Houston? My money's on him getting bailed out in Houston. Now, why would he get bailed out in Houston, you said? Why won't they go to Game 7? Would you risk Game 7 with LeBron at age 41? One thing about Ime Udoka, if he loses the war, he ain't gonna lose the fight. The stature has changed. The demeanors have changed. The attitude has changed. You have a lot of people who file complaints. They cry into the league rather than playing basketball. There's a lot of secrets in this league. Phil Jackson was the biggest complainer in the entire NBA. Every time they went into a series, he would go to the press, start talking about the other team and what they do and what he don't want to see allowed. Then he would complain to the league office. Look, why they're able to hold Michael, I don't understand. He's doing it every play. Manipulating the press to write things so that they would call. They took away Allen Iverson's crossover because he embarrassed Michael Jordan, hurt his feelings. It's a carry. So, right, you know, the NBA's corruption. We know what's going to happen in Houston. Well, a lot of possibilities, a lot of ramifications, but mainly it's people staying its course. That's the difficult part. Can you stay the course? So many people changing directions, moving in a way that no one really cares about. Because at the end of the day, OKC will be your headache. Now you see a referee suspended for how they ref the OKC game. And Shea getting 1,000 calls a night, which was god awful. Well, no one cares about the Knicks games. We give the Knicks more attention than the Knicks fans. Besides New York, no one cares around the world about the Knicks. Period. That's just the truth. Nobody is caring. And the reason that no one is caring is because they're playing the Atlanta Hawks. They haven't promoted really any of this. So they're like, why do we care? They have zero concern, zero care about anything that's transpiring. No one cares. That's because when people do things that don't measure up, like when we see it, we don't really say anything about it. No, we don't really care. Listen, LeBron James' time has been done for a very long time. He's done. No. When you are when you are somebody who is in the habit of doing things that doesn't make sense, or you're part of a problem instead of a solution, every day you wake up, it's a blessing. It should be a blessing. No, because see, here's the thing: LeBron James has become an individual that it becomes more and more of a problem the more you put yourself in those situations. LeBron James has to figure out a way to give people easy shots, facilitate. Yeah, well, when you make yourself a known character or make yourself a known like factor in the situation whatsoever, you're really putting yourself on a pedestal that didn't need to be. Hmm. Well, you got to understand that a lot of the stuff he did or other people did as individuals, they've come to a scenario of knowing itself, being sure of himself. When you reach a certain plateau like LeBron did, it's hard for people like LeBron James to accept defeat, um, to accept that it was his fault when everyone can clearly see where the blame is. People can clearly see which direction is, the project not going or move into a direction that doesn't usually make a lot of sense. You know, when you put yourself in that position, if you look at what Ma Udoka was doing in the game, it's always going to come out better than what the other narratives that they had put in front of them dictates. There's so many parts that are wrong in those scenarios that people just didn't see. Like for instance, when they were trying to trap the ball on the rollout plays from the Lakers with Jackson Hayes, when they start trying to do that, then that's the problem. What they need to do is attack. Yeah, when they use their bigs, the Lakers need to just use their weapons. Go right to DeAndre Ayton, let him eat. Let Jackson Hayes use his athleticism to come in and put pressure on that back, on they whole back line. I don't understand why the Lakers are making it as hard as it need to be. That should be your first and only job from the start of the game. Getting your back line involved in the game. The last two games, they've been trying to let LeBron James go out and close the game and win it. It's the stupidest decision I've ever seen in my life as far as basketball. But this is what happens when the coach can't coach because LeBron wants to go out there and do it his way. No, we're going to win this thing. I can't let DeAndre Ayton take my glory. Nope. I got to lead the team. It's got to be me. So now, because he got that mentality, you see where they ended up. Yeah, well, that's what happens. The Rockets are just not playing their game no more. Of course, Smith said they feel the Rockets are the better team. Of course, I don't have no problem with what LeBron said. Why would I have a problem with? Why would I have a problem with what he said? Smith, I don't have no problem with what LeBron said. That's exactly what you're supposed to say. Why would I care about a player saying they feel they have the better team? Like, they're supposed to say that. LeBron looked old because Houston's making him look old. He's trying to go out there and do everything himself, and he's making himself look foolish. When you get in the paint and you have Shea Goon being guarded by right, when you got Shea Goon being guarded by Luke Kennard on switches. Well, for Smith Jr., this is perfect for him. He don't have Kevin Durant in his way. So now he gets to be Kevin Durant. You can't have two of them out there. That's all the plays the Lakers roll. I mean they run. Rollout plays. Right. If the Lakers are gonna do rollout plays all night long, that's easy for us to defend, like the Houston Rockets. It's easy for them to defend. But if the Los Angeles Lakers wants to go out and try to score using LeBron James to be that guy, LeBron's going to burn himself out. He was burnt out after the first quarter. He exerted a lot of energy in that first. Then he was walking up the court in the second quarter. He was completely burnt out. Yeah, they were defense to offense. The Lakers been getting away with, guys missing shots, coming off the double teams, pin downs, everything. They've been getting away with it. Houston not shooting the ball well. But now Reed Shepard, all the guys start to hit their shots. And it was showing that, okay, well, Houston is better than what we thought they were. All they doing is the Lakers run the same play, rollouts. That's it, rollouts. They have no defenders. Who's gonna deal with Thompson, right? Who the Lakers got that's gonna keep Thompson off of the board? They don't have him. You got Austin Reeves who's out there who's gonna be shooting threes to try to help LeBron out, right? Who's gonna keep Shagun under control when he's putting pressure on them in the paint? And you guard the rollout guy because that's all they do is rollouts. If they're not shooting the three, they're doing rollout plays. And what Outlaw is delusional about yesterday when we were talking about, well, you can't have this player because X, Y, and Z. You can't use that player because this, and this. He wants Hachimura on the Knicks. Why? Don't look at anything that happens with the Lakers and say I need to get those guys. Because they're only good because they're on the Lakers. They're showcasing them. You put these players on any other team and you'll see them, they look washed. Completely washed. It's all about opinions and results. No, JJ's being forced to coach. JJ Redneck is being forced to coach. And that's what M.A. Udoka is doing to him. He's actually teaching as they're coaching down the stretch of the games. Yeah, when you're somebody who right, when you don't get it, things are never gonna go your way when you don't get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, man. 18 hours straight I've been up. Oh yeah, great assignments, great adjustments, great everything. Shea Goon only had 14 points, but the work he was doing defensively and the pressure he was putting, the rebounds, the boards, the clearing out, everybody knew their assignments. That was way more important than points. I never felt like that, bro. If you're the type of person that feel LeBron James is the greatest player to ever play the game, That's on you. But things just got chaotic. Well, the thing is Austin Reeves is something incredible. When you see Austin Reeves doing his thing, it's entirely different, right? When he's in a rhythm, but it's individual play. Defensively, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing because he's in the lane and they're putting him in different switches. Let me show you an example. I'm going to show you an example so you'll understand what I'm talking about. Look at Thompson, right? He's got the ball at the top of the key. Austin Reeves guarding the inside man. Everybody's got somebody, right? Jackson Hayes is at the top of the key defending. Şengün got Marcus Smart on him. Let's see how this goes. They should have switched this possession altogether. This was a decoy to pull out Jackson Hayes. Şengün's being guarded by Marcus Smart. Watch what happens to Austin Reeves. Focus on Austin Reeves. The ball is just swung to Smith Jr. Reeves, right? Who's he guarding? He's helping out with Şengün, and he's losing his shooter more and more and more. He's not going to be able to recover to get back to the shooter, especially if the shooter's relocating. Look at where he's telling him to go. This is coaching by M.A. Udoka. Look, he's doubling Şengün because he's looking at Smith Jr. The play is being called already on this end. And see, he was supposed to swing the ball to the shooter, but he realized, I got a shot here. Vanderbilt is too short. I can shoot over him. So he just makes the shot. But as you can see, Austin Reeves was completely lost in the assignment and leaving open a wide open shooter right here, which ended up costing him all game because he had that shot open all night and was making them. So again, that's an example of the things that I see when I'm watching the game. I'm watching stuff like a coach almost. I'm watching every aspect of moving plays that I see the mistakes that are being made out there on the court. Even though you will see Austin Reeves just shooting a bunch of threes, I see the things that's going to hurt them defensively. Yes, the Pistons are going to win the next game. Why wouldn't we? We're the best team in basketball. So when you're the best team in basketball, that's what you do. 100%. There's only so much a human being can do, right? That's what they said. 100% is the most an individual can get or give. Oh, come on. No, one bad play. Come on. You think that was one bad play in the game? No. Don't you know? Have you ever heard of a domino effect? That's what you witnessed. You witnessed a domino effect.
1 point game.
Here's a spin into a double team. This is the domino effect. Now Shagun's over there. Aiden, because of that three, LeBron's now guarding Smith Jr. Austin Reeves again, right? How many players are paying attention to Shagun? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 players are paying attention to one player. What's that going to leave this guy? Remember Holiday? Right there. Totally being ignored by Austin Reeves. His focus is all Shagun. And hey, who's guarding him? Pass. He knew to commit to the pass. Vanderbilt's like, oh, snap, I forgot about him. Now DeAndre Ayton's got to do Vanderbilt's job. Domino effect. From the last play, right? Where Reeves left the shooter open in that corner. Same thing happened again. M.A. Udoka is showing you what coaching looked like. M.A. Udoka is showing you what coaching looks like. We're going to do the same thing with just different personnel. It's not going to be the same person, but it'll be the same results. So the play was just flipped, where this time they were on the other side, but we're going to still run the same play to the same side. Why? Because they don't figure it out right away. It's the same move, just different personnels are doing it. So instead of Holiday being on the weak side, they flip him, put him on the strong side. Same play. Same guy's open. Exploiting teams' weaknesses. That's what you do. That's how you hurt people. That's how you get results. And the Lakers, once again, running the same one play they run all the time. Rollout plays. Pick and roll, split action, rollout. Here we go, split action. Let's roll out with DeAndre Ayton, right? So if they take that away, Austin Reeves got one-on-one, right? So here he comes, down the lane. 1, 2, here I go. Nope, he realized I don't have a shot. Let me throw it out. So now he goes to Marcus Smart, who pump fakes. But because he doesn't have a step over pull-up jump shot and good recovery by Eason, who's right there. Didn't overcommit on the play defensively right there. M.A. Udoka is coaching right there, telling him what to do. Now, what they want to do and what Marcus Smart is looking for is Austin Reeves so he can get the ball to Reeves so Reeves can throw an alley-oop to Ayton. Marcus Smart is looking at that, but he's like, I might not have it. I might have to hit Luke Kennard. But Marcus Smart is not too bright. His name might be Smart, but he damn sure isn't. So everything here is sealed off perfectly by Houston. They got a smaller guy on Ayton. Ayton's like, just throw it up high enough. But he has to throw it over Eason's hands. Which, could he get it there? Maybe. Şengün is right there to make sure you don't get that pass over there. But let's see what Marcus does. He thinks instead of working the ball over to Austin Reeves, who he should have gave the ball to, who either would shoot a three or throw the alley oop to Ayton, I can make it. I could throw this alley oop over Şengün and this guy here. Let's see what him and Augie Bendagi do. Oh, Şengün's like, okay. And he's looking at it. Okay, he's coming into y'all. Let me see what happens. Boop. Augie Bendagi can jump. And he got to the ball. And he tips it. And that's all he needed. And got the rebound. Now he can give it to Reed Shepherd. When the ball should have went to Austin Reeves. Great defensive presence by Houston to take away DeAndre Ayton in that situation. But very stupid decision being played by Marcus. I'm not so smart. Well, it's very key because when you see situations like that and you make poor decisions, it's a domino effect, right? He tries to make the lob. It goes inside. There's a tip. Right? Look who got the ball. And now they're pushing. Augie Bendagi with the ball. He's looking like, who's the trailer? Whoop. Give it to Reed Shepherd. Who's the trailer? He goes there, blocks out Rui Hachimura, who's terrible on defense, proves and shows why he's terrible. He's so afraid of Reed Shepherd shooting the three and do pull-up threes, he falls for the fake. Whoop! He tried to guard the line and blew right by him. Pew! Now, Marcus Smart's got to worry about his guy, who's the cutter. Now it's a 2-on-1. With Marcus Smart, he could easily throw an alley-oop here. Thompson's ready. Ayton and everybody else, even Luke Kennard's losing control of his man. They're all focused on Shepherd, who's not looking to score. He's surfing the court. He jumps in the air. He has Thompson here the entire time. But who he's going to pay off with this? The guy who stopped Ayton on the other end of the court, Augie Bendagi. So what does he do? Kicks the ball out to who? There he is, Augie Bendagi. Bang! Cash. Money. See, that's all it takes. That's all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. Simple basketball. Domino effect. Yes, I'll get some rest. But like I also said, If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it 100%. We're stuck in a situation where people just don't understand the plight anymore. They don't get it. It's like Flight of the Bumblebee or something. These people are in despair. Yep. I'm going to get in my jammies. I'm going to take a nice, hot, long shower. Get in the bed. It's going to be a beautiful feeling. Now, when they talk best intentions, what were the best intentions of the Los Angeles Lakers and Luka Doncic? Why are they getting beat when they got Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton? They're running the same two-man action, same plays they've been playing all season long. You know who play that way? The Detroit Pistons. Did you know we play the same way? The Detroit Pistons, we do rollout plays with Cade and Durham, split actions. We run a split action left, split action right. We run the same plays. That's why Jalen Duren is used to getting the ball in rollouts. So now that he has to get the ball differently, it's changed the game and the dynamics. Now, if you start looking again, best intentions, what are some of the best intentions in the format that you see today? You start to see that there are other people that don't share everyone else's enthusiasms when it comes to direction, focus, desires, and intensity and close out games. The Lakers haven't won a playoff series. And did they win one since they played Denver when Darvin Ham? So JJ Redick has never won a playoff series as coach of the LA Lakers. But Darvin Ham was the problem. They got better under JJ Redick. No, they didn't. They just got a better player. And Luka Doncic. You give Luka to Darvin Ham and see what they do. They had the Sprinter van, right, that pulled up to the house. And when the Sprinter van pulled up, they had about 6 to 7 different NBA basketball players show up. They come out the Sprinter van and they get ready to go to the airport. And they told Anthony Davis, like, man, Lakers might move you, dog. At the beginning of the season, I was the one that told you there was a private meeting held with the Lakers with Anthony Davis. And nobody knew that news. Then Anthony Davis started telling you about it. I had that out for months. Nobody knew that happened. Now, how would I have information that know that that meeting took place? If I didn't have people that worked in the Los Angeles Lakers organization, because those same people was there through all these organizational pulls. But once COVID hit, because we were all together, that's why I told you the sports media world is not what you think it is now. It's all digital. And all of these people that's in the media space now, a lot of them are ass kissers. So he had a successful YouTube channel because he was covering the Lakers. They couldn't get the credentials to go to the actual game and be there, but practice? Oh, he was right there for practices, filming. He got so close and cool with the teams, and they liked the profile that this person was doing on the teams. They allowed it. So, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh. He's like, somebody's there. Good day to be a Knicks fan. Woo. As of right now, in about 5 hours, I don't know if it'll be. See how confident y'all feel when it's a game 7 coming up. Y'all gonna be shaking the glass, taking a drink. Y'all better hope y'all close it out tonight. A game 7 in the Garden against the Atlanta Hawks and CJ. Man, people just running over squirrels left and right out here. It's just insane. Yes, they were only by a point. And why do you think that is? They've been holding Atlanta down. And this is a team you've been going back and forth with. This isn't a team you've been blowing out. So if this isn't a team you've been blowing out and you've been going back and forth with, how all of a sudden now you're capable of this type of performance? I mean, game 5 was ridiculous. You don't possess that type of capabilities as a team. Then all of a sudden we're supposed to believe CJ McCollum is going to score 6 points in a game. And these dudes are jumping up and down like this is real. I'm like, come on. What are we doing here? Absolutely not. Who gives a damn about the NBA? The people that spend their money and tune in to watch it. The question is, who gives a damn about the Knicks? Nobody. They've had one of the worst ratings ever. That's why they're not posting the ratings, because it's not really on television. The Knicks are not on television at all. Absolutely not. Why do you think? Okay, the Knicks are playing on ESPN tonight, right? So this is one of the few times that people get to see the Knicks. They're on ESPN at like 6 o'clock. The Peacock primetime game is Philly and Boston. Who you think is getting the higher views? Philly and Boston or the Knicks in Atlanta? I'll let you figure that out. You can figure that out. The Knicks got the most fans. Based off who? Based off what? Nobody cares about your celebrity role. Your celebrity role in New York looked like the geriatric affair. You had Larry David sitting next to Ben Stiller. They all like 75. Like, hey, look at this. We got Jerry Seinfeld. Timothy Chalamet is the only young person there. He's not even a real New Yorker. Spike Lee, old ass, sitting up there. Then you got Tracy Morgan. Yo, I've been with the Knicks my whole life. I could never even afford a ticket. Now they let me sit here for free. Well, I be throwing up on the sideline, right on national TV. What other stadium let you throw up on national TV? Cause the way we playing. I'm eating these hash browns. Uh-oh. Nah, I better turn around. Nah, it's about to rain. I gotta turn around. LeBron, my king. To even name yourself that is insulting. That just means you fall victim to media propaganda. How many times have we spoken to anyone in the game and they've uttered one word, right, that would even echo anything of what you're saying, what your sentiment? No, the Knicks just got more bodies that they could keep throwing at Atlanta. But Atlanta actually have the better personnel. And a loss here to force a game 7 would be catastrophic. Yeah, it's about to start raining and I ain't trying to get caught out there. I've always been smart to stay close to home. So anyway, we got about 4 minutes left. So I'll let you guys ask some questions before I head to update the Patreon for you so you guys can see my response to LeBron James's interview. So go ahead and ask some questions. Ron Harper can beat up LeBron James? Absolutely. LeBron James is a coward and a punk. You've been watching the Raising LeBron series. The 4th episode is already up and running on the Patreon. So that lets you know everything right there. And yeah, Ron Harper would beat his ass because LeBron James wouldn't be trying to fight. Sure, if you want a free sample of the Patreon, all you gotta do is go to the Patreon. And you'll get a free you get your free sample right there. Now, let's get more into it, like more in depth into the situation that we are facing right now. When people start talking about impromptu scenarios, situations, the whole nine, right? And they say, well, what are you speaking on, bro? Are you speaking from experience? Are you just speaking from the hip? What are you doing? Well, yeah. If they need Luka to play, Luka would play. They were up 3 games to zip, so there's no need to bring Luka back. But Luka can play. Absolutely. So if you go to the Patreon today, a lot of stuff gonna roll out. So just be ready. So I'll see y'all on the Patreon. Deuces.